Hello and welcome back to Old Truthford. Today we are going to be reacting to Moses ITAUMA v DILLIAN WHYTE. The heavyweight clash against the upcoming star versus the dying star that is DILLIAN WHYTE. How are we doing, folks? I guess you're not doing UFC, says Caleb. No. Nah. I don't know if I can be asked to wake up at like 5 a.m. to do the UFC card. I mean, I'm sure it'll be a good fight, but nah, I'm definitely not going to be doing UFC tonight. Greetings, big admin. How you doing, Christian? Good to see you, man. Belabor all spin, told you. Says Safer. Guys, Belabor was not all spin. Belabor was all tied down. The only problem is Brighton literally did not want to sell the player. And even Fabrizio Romano's come out saying it. I mean, this stream isn't for United stuff, but I'm happy to get into it. But yeah, Fabrizio Romano literally came out and said that Belabor... where is it? Let me get the exact wording. Yeah, okay, so this is the exact wording from Fabrizio Romano on Belabor. Manchester United tried to understand if there was a number to reach in order to try and negotiate with Brighton. 100, 110, 120 million, whatever. The answer from Brighton was no number. The player is not for sale. So, I mean, it's not really spin, is it, if Brighton have just fully closed the door on us? Brighton would have sold. I don't know. Fabrizio Romano's literally said they were never going to sell him. They were never going to sell him. Very excited to watch United play tomorrow. Can't wait to see Belabor in your midfield. Oh, the troll of trolls, Christian Anderson. Remember, folks, if you haven't already, drop a like on the stream. Subscribe if you are new. And join the Old Truthfordian community. We didn't even give a price. We didn't put a bid in because that's not how we do it. We don't just blindly put bids in. We wait for the clubs to tell us how much they value their player at in order to make negotiations easier. Liked. Thank you, Niche Fan. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. You can try admin, but there's no running from United's failures. United's failures. We're going to slap up Arsenal tomorrow, whereas Chelsea coming up against the big Crystal Palace, Community Shield winner Crystal Palace. Man, this Crystal Palace team is built differently. I'd be worried if I were you, Christian. Admin, Amorim is tripping over, contradicting himself. He said in the presser, but we have the midfielders to win any game. What do you mean? How's he tripping over himself? I mean, he's obviously going to say that about his midfielders, isn't he? He's not going to just like throw our team under the bus before the season. It's clear he wanted Belabor and he wants another midfielder. By the way, I do think that midfielder that we go for now will be Hjulmund, the captain of Sporting Lisbon. I wouldn't be surprised to see him come to United now. But yeah, I mean, of course he's not going to throw his players under the bus, is he? Christian, who do you support? Says Niche Fan. Christian supports Chelsea, Mr. Fan. Or Mrs. Fan. Hi, how you doing, man? What up, boss? Hope all's well. Gents and ladies, if you are subscribing and tuning in, who are we picking for this fight between Moses ITAUMA and DILLIAN WHYTE? I can see DILLIAN WHYTE has got the majority of votes in this chat, which is scary, to be honest, because I'm really hoping Moses gets a win tonight. But we'll have to wait and see to see how he gets on. How's everyone feeling for tomorrow as well? Are we nervous? I say both beat admin in a fight. Caleb, you haven't seen how quick these fans... I can't even get it. Just play the sound effects, admin. You don't know how quick these hands are, man. Mighty Blues, world champions, biggest team in London. Please do use our full titles admin. Terrible. If we've got the midfielders to win any game, why would we need the most expensive signing we've ever made? I mean, he's got to say that though, niche fan. I mean, like, obviously, he's going to lie in press conferences. He's not going to tell the truth the entire time. I mean, there's a reason they get PR trained, isn't there? I mean, honestly, not a big boxing fan, but I like MMA. Who you got for Kamzat and Drickus tonight, And for those who aren't boxing fans and have just joined the stream to see what's up, thank you very much. Be sure to subscribe. We do cover the latest Manchester United news usually, but tonight thought we'd do something slightly different and cover the future of boxing, Moses ITAUMA. If you aren't familiar with Moses ITAUMA, he is set to be the next big star in the heavyweight division. He's literally knocking out everyone. And yeah, there was talk of him beating Mike Tyson's heavyweight championship record of being the youngest heavyweight champion in history. However, they've decided to prolong his career a bit further, go a bit slower with his progression, and now Moses ITAUMA is slowly making his way up to the top. I mean, if you are familiar with any boxing, you'd know that Alexander Usyk is the heavyweight king right now, but people are predicting that when Usyk leaves, Moses ITAUMA will be the future from that point, and he could go on to absolutely dominate the heavyweight division for many years to come. He is only, I think he's only like 21 years old. How old is Moses ITAUMA? No, he's not even 21. He's 20 years old. But yeah, he's built like an absolute tank. And if you're watching the fight, if you can get it up on some sort of really legitimate stream, he's a really good fighter. So tonight's going to be a really good fight between Dillian White and Moses ITAUMA. Where are we? Niche fans thinking 3-1 to Arsenal. We don't have a midfield. Oh, niche fan, ye of little faith. Ye of little faith. Organisation like UFC, Bellator, One Championship, etc. Well, I mean, boxing is becoming more and more like that every day, I mean, His Excellency, Turkey Al-Sheikh, is looking to pretty much make his own league with Dana White, so we'll see how that develops, but hopefully it's very similar to like the UFC and Bellator, because boxing at the moment is so confusing. There's so many different like weight classes, so many different organizational bodies that like the casual fan just can't get invested into it. That's why I only really do the big fights, because if you ask me who's the like super featherweight champion or whatever, I'm gonna have no clue. But yeah. So you think Drickus is going to win? It's funny, I mean, I didn't expect the crowd to be so behind Kamzat in the press conference for the UFC. I was shocked to see that the crowd were really getting behind Kamzat, especially when he's like shouting Allahu Akbar and stuff like that. It's crazy. But like, and he comes out in interviews saying like people love terrorists. Kamzat is he's got a screw loose. I think he really does, but he is a good fighter, and yeah, hopefully he puts up a good display. I'm hoping Drickus does as well. My personal prediction, I'm gonna go with Drickus, Duplessis. Actually, no, I'm gonna go with Kamzat, but to win in like round 4. I think Drickus will get close to being submitted in round 1, but he'll just make it through the round. Then I think Drickus will actually perform quite well for the next 2 rounds. But round 4, Kamzat will get a second wind, and he probably will either stop him by knockout, or he will get the submission win. So I say in DDP just because of his bad cardio, and it's a 5-round fight, so yeah. Christian, trolling aside, I do actually hope for a miracle United win tomorrow. I want to see Arsenal in the mud more than anything else. I mean, I think everyone's waiting on Arsenal's downfall this upcoming season now because they're in phase like 275,564. But yeah, hopefully it comes to an end. Imagine if White stops him. There's no competition for ITAUMA. Usyk is the only man who can beat him. Americans don't get into boxing anymore as they play NFL. Yeah, I think the American boxing champions, like even Wilder, I mean, he was heavily manufactured. If we're gonna say that he was like the last big American boxing champion in the heavyweight division, anyway. But yeah, his record was just stat padded, and there was a lot of like questionable results in some of his fights where it did look dare I say rigged, allegedly. But yeah, I think it's going to be a while until we see an American heavyweight champion again. I think Jared Anderson, I think he was American. I think he is American. He was spoken about as being like the next up and coming American heavyweight, and who knows, he may still be that, but he got absolutely smoked out by Martin Bakole, and now his star's kind of gone downhill. But yeah, I don't think you might have a point there, Niche fan. I don't know if Americans do get into boxing, or heavyweight Americans don't get into boxing as they can just enter other sports. If Khamzat doesn't submit Dricus in the first 2 rounds, don't see him winning. I think Khamzat will. I think Khamzat will get a second wind. I think if it goes past, that's how I see it. I see Khamzat either winning in round 1 or round 4. But then if he doesn't win in those 2 rounds, Dricus will win. Dricus will win the fight. I call it realism, admin. Here's my all-time top 5 boxers: Mayweather, Usyk, Pacquiao, Ray Robinson, Roy Jones Jr. Okay. No Sugar Ray Leonard. Who else we got? Usyk, number 2 of all time. I mean, to be fair, I mean, you can make an argument. I mean, he's done stuff that nobody's done before. And he could still potentially create even more history by becoming 3 times undisputed champion. Arteta has now spent 1 billion without winning a trophy. Yeah, I've seen that. So then, like, it's since their last trophy how much they've spent, and Arteta spent 1 billion, which is actually insane. That is an insane amount of money that somebody can spend without seeing success, and yet people still do not jump on them. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, but if Wenger was doing that, do you know how these fans would just jump on him so quickly? But I do think they're going to stick around with Arteta for at least this season, I'd imagine. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. How it's crazy to me that Dillian White is winning the poll at the moment. We're just waiting for Ball v Goodman. Nick Ball is the only English world champion at the moment. So we're rooting for Ball tonight. Because Khamzat's cardio is miserable, I mean, he suffered against Kamaru Usman in a 3-round fight and almost lost. Keep in mind, Kamaru was way out of his prime. I don't know if he was necessarily out of his prime. I mean, like, he only really... Like, let's look at Kamaru Usman's record when he fought Chimaev. Let's have a look. So he wasn't really out of his prime. It was more the fact that Leon stopped him. I think Usman was still in a very, very good position. But yeah, I think did Usman take that fight on last minute notice or something as well, or am I completely making that up? Remind me. Did Usman take that last minute? I call it realism admin. White gets sparked in 5, says Niche Fan. I think I'm hoping that this fight goes a few rounds, because Dillian White's in very good shape for the fight tonight. I think he's at a career lowest over the past 10 years. I don't think he's been this low. So yeah, he's really come into good shape. We're not used to seeing him with abs. And yeah, he looks like an absolute machine. He could quite easily perform a big upset tonight, given the fact that Moses ITAUMA is so young. But if sparring is anything to go off of, apparently Moses ITAUMA has literally been sparking out everyone in sparring, and all of the big names, like every single boxer that's seen him train, says that he is the future of the heavyweight division. So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm hoping he can get the job done tonight. But I want him to face some adversity, maybe a little bit with White. Yes, he took it on short notice. He had like 2 weeks to prepare. Yeah, that's a good point, then. So Usman didn't really have time to prepare for it. But you can't say like Usman was out of his prime or Usman was washed or all of this sort of stuff. He lost like 2 fights against Rocky, Leon Edwards, but that's about it, really. It's not like he went on a complete losing streak and he was just absolutely terrible and he had no chance of winning against Khamzat. He's still a GOAT, realistically, of MMA. So, I mean, you've got to give Khamzat some credit for that. Also, Kamaru Usman, really good wrestler. So, I mean, it kind of took away Khamzat's best attribute. Whereas Dricus, is he an amazing wrestler? I don't think he is. He's very good at weaponizing pace, but he's not necessarily an amazing wrestler. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Now the second fight against Leon, he got humiliated. At that point, he needed surgery, though, didn't he, or something? Like there was something wrong with his knees, or I don't know. But I think that was more of a he probably had an injury going into that fight, and he had no belief in himself that he was going to get a result there. That's how I saw it, anyway. White's got no chin left. I mean, as long as Moses ITAUMA doesn't throw an uppercut, then he should be fine. But if Moses ITAUMA is spamming the uppercuts, then Dillian White, expect an early knockout, because every single time Dillian White gets knocked out, it appears to be an uppercut. So we'll have to wait and see for that. Remember, folks, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. This is Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. And yeah, we're going to cover pretty much all the largest boxing events, as well as every single Manchester United match. So be sure to tune in. Admin, please can you look at my World 11 queue, if that's okay? Yeah, of course, man. Where was that? Sorry. Here's my all-time World 11. Buffon, Nuno Mendes, Maldini, Virgil van Dijk. Wait, what? What am I... Niche Fan, what is this World 11? What am I looking at here? Wait, so are you saying all-time World 11? As in, like, the best players like, ever. And you've put Belabor in there. Is that even 11 players? Have you put like 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You put 12 players in your World 11 niche fan. What? Bro. Bro, what is going on? So who's ready to watch our disaster class tomorrow? Man, have some confidence. I think I'm gonna see if I can get a preview video out for tomorrow because it's been like a really busy weekend for me. But I want to see if I can get a preview video for the Arsenal game because I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling very confident. I'm feeling very confident. I don't know about you guys. I am feeling extremely confident going into that game against Arsenal, and I don't think it will be a disaster class. I think we're gonna put on a show. If I'm being perfectly honest. So who is ready to watch? Oh, I read that one. Admin needs to wake up. Have you seen the real life Japanese Chun-Li? She spams one type of. What is going on, niche fan? What are you on tonight? Okay, so the announcer's just reading out Nick Ball and Goodman's names. When's it going to start? Come on. Nuno Mendes is one player. You read it as two. Oh no, crazy. I am still waking up. I apologize, niche fan. But is that your all-time World 11, as in like 11 players from throughout history that you're telling me that would make your like best 11 footballers that ever existed? Is that what you're saying? Because I see a few holes in what you're trying to sell, if I'm being perfectly honest. Guys, let's hit 10 likes. Come on, lads. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Nuno Mendes is one player. If you're ready, is two. I mean, more people need to tune in, but you got it. Thank you, I. Fear not. This is just the beginning for the boxing streams. What is going on with this match? I'm trying to get the timer sorted, but it's playing up at the moment. Okay, here we go. We are in round one with Ball and Goodman. We are in. We have. Okay, we'll leave it here for now. Where are we? Her name's Mona Kimura. I think he's trolling. Yeah, I have no idea, mate. I have no idea if that's like one of those names that you want me to read out or what. But I don't know. Yes, admin. I'm going on stats and heat maps. Lads, realistically, we're going to win tomorrow. So come on. We don't need to be negative Nellies. We know United are going to win. And I think it's going to be pretty convincing as well. Okay, so we are 2 minutes in. Nick Ball is landing some good hooks straight there as well. It's crazy with Nick Ball because he's literally like a cannonball because he's so much shorter than all of his opposition. But he literally just... He's kind of like a mini Mike Tyson, just keeps his gloves up. Looks for entries. Oh, back of a head shot there, man. What's going on? No, I promise she's a Japanese kickboxer. I'm not familiar with a lot of Japanese kickboxers, niche fan. Tell me more. Tell me more. At best a draw, I think. So, if we're looking at the record, guys, history would suggest that it's going to be a draw. But I do have a few little stats if you want to be filled with confidence. Do you want to be filled with confidence, guys? Do you want me to help you out? I'll give you a little sneak peek of the video I'm working on tomorrow. So here's a few fun facts about Manchester United v Arsenal when we've played at Old Trafford. So, Manchester United have lost just 2 of their last 18 Premier League home games against Arsenal. Arsenal do not have a good record at Old Trafford. So literally in the past 18 games, only 2 of them we've lost. What else do we have for you? Manchester United have won 99 of their 243 meetings with Arsenal in all competitions. They've only beaten Aston Villa more. So other than Aston Villa, we are used to laying on beatings against Arsenal. So that is also a positive. What else do we have? Oh yeah, should Manchester United win tomorrow, we would be the first ever team to beat Arsenal 100 times. See? But this is our worst team in the Premier League era. Nah, last season was our worst team in the Premier League era. This team's much better, mate. This team can actually score goals. They're still a bit rusty. It's still not clear how everyone's going to link together, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens with Šeško as well if he starts. But this team will score goals this season, 100%. Okay, Nick Ball getting pushed back here a bit. Come on, Nicky. Let me restart this as well. Okay, so we're in round 2. I'll give the first round to Nick Ball. Okay, so I'm going to say Ball 1, Goodman 0 so far. Okay, we're 1 minute left of the round. Last season was worse, but I want Rasmus to stay so much. He looks so sad. Yeah, I can't feel too sorry for him. If I'm being honest, niche fan, I mean, like, he really did have his opportunities, but he just didn't deliver. I mean, a manager brought him in to play a certain type of football, and then we weren't able to play that type of football, and now he's gone. And I think it's only right that the player should go along with the manager. Nick Ball is actually just built like a tank, man. Crazy. But what are your guys' like actual score predictions for tomorrow? I mean, niche fan, I think you said 3-1 to Arsenal. What's your score prediction? Okay, so that's round 2 done. I'm going to give that to Nick Ball as well. So Ball is 2 rounds up at the moment. You're actually quite a ruthless admin. I'll bet you're a businessman in real life. I mean, do you see that blimp in the background? I mean, do you see those glow sticks? These glow sticks ain't cheap, mate. These glow sticks ain't cheap. Up front, Cunha, striker, left cam, Bruno, right cam, Mbuemo, double pivot, Casemiro, Kobe, right wing back, Ahmad, left wing back, Dorgu, Heaven, Maguire, Yoro, goalkeeper, Bayendir. Prediction 1-1. That is an interesting starting 11 you're predicting there, I. Because I think it's going to be something more like Onana in goal, back three of Maguire, De Ligt, and Yoro. And wing backs of Dorgu and Ahmad. In the midfield, Casemiro and Fernandez. And up top, Mbuemo, Cunha, and who else? Sheshko. Sheshko up top. That's what I'm going with. And a 1-1 prediction. I think a draw is a safe bet for a prediction, to be fair. Okay, we're now in round 3 of Paul v Goodman. Obviously, Ball is the Brit here, the only English world champion in boxing right now, so we are rooting for Ball. It does look like he's outclassing his opponent so far. I don't think Sheshko will start, maybe second half. I think he is going to start. I think he's 100% going to start. The way that he's working so far, I think Sheshko is desperate to start, and I think Amorim will start him. Amorim did come out in the press conference, I believe, and say that Sheshko was ready, so it would be a case of Amorim choosing not to start him rather than him not being able to play. So we'll have to wait and see with that as well. Okay, Ball's stalking Goodman down here. Goodman, like a gazelle, is very nimble around the ring, trying to avoid all of the punches from Ball, but he's struggling right now. Who do I give that round to? I'm going to give that round to Goodman. I'll give that round to Goodman. So it's 2-1 so far. And we're just about to go into round 5. Sorry, round 4. First game, Old Trafford arrival. In Arsenal, a lot of pressure. Nah, I don't think so. I think more pressure's on Arsenal, if we're being real. I mean, if we lose to Arsenal, then I think a lot of the fan base would say, yep, we still need to get more players in, etc., etc. There's a lot of caveats there for it. There's a lot of excuses, rather. But when it comes to Arsenal, they literally have no excuse to not beat us. They have no excuse. I think it's definitely going to be more pressure on them. And And yeah, I think it's going to be more pressure on Arsenal, and I think the pressure will get to them, and they'll end up bottling it. If I'm being perfectly honest. I think it will be Onana, Delict, Yoro, Maguire, um, Ahmad, Ugarte, Bruno, Mount, Cunha, Brian. Sheshko will come off the bench. Eesh, I don't think Ugarte is going to start, if I'm being honest. I don't think Ugarte is going to start in that midfield. I think you bring on Ugarte and Mainu around like the 65th, 70th minute for some legs. But I think Bruno and Casemiro will lead the way. Okay, this fight's starting to wake up a bit. Ooh, good left hook from Ball. Oh, Ball is coming forward here. Okay, Ball keeping a high guard. Oh, almost found me uppercut. Almost found me uppercut. Ball continuing to throw here. Yeah, this round's definitely going to Nick Ball. Looks like Goodman's getting a bit tired now. Goodman's landing some good shots to the body though, so I think it looks as though Goodman's trying to tire Ball out for the later rounds. Ball's covering up, but he lands some good counters. Yeah, I'd say this round's gone to Ball, so that means that it is 3-1 to Nick Ball. So far, going into round 5. Onana with no game time at the preseason starts straight up between the sticks. Yeah, be ready for another Leon game, guys. Oh, what's DILLIAN WHYTE saying here? Just one sec, guys. Okay, so they're saying that he's in great shape, and what does it mean to him? And he says his whole career's been a must-win. DILLIAN WHYTE seeming very chilled here. Okay, it looks like DILLIAN WHYTE's in some sort of trance there. He doesn't seem very up for it. Seems very relaxed, very chilled, very mellow. It's a new DILLIAN WHYTE, which we haven't really seen before. But yeah, I completely agree. I think Onana and it's a hard one though, because you've got Bayendir who's gonna let everything slip out of his hands, and you've got Onana who's going to pretty much score at least one own goal. So it's a hard one. I do expect us to concede at least one goal. One goal tomorrow. You know what? Play Heaton. I still would prefer Heaton over both of them, but I just don't think it's realistic. I don't think Amorim will do it, even though arguably out of all of the goalkeepers, he showed the most promising signs in preseason. Nick Ball just landed a great hook there against Goodman. He's leading the way in this round as well. I'm being dead serious. I am as well, mate. I am as well. I would genuinely prefer Heaton in goal, but we can just pray for that, really. Onana will start, says Niche Fan. Yeah, I do think he's gonna go with Onana, and then Onana's gonna make a big mistake, and then we're gonna push even harder for a goalkeeper in the transfer window. I mean, what I was thinking though is that given the fact that we're no longer in for Baleba, and we were willing to spend around like 80, 90 mil, surely we've got enough money to go for Donnarumma now. Like, why don't we just go for Donnarumma and use that money that was going to go on Baleba and get Donnarumma instead? Okay, Nick Ball absolutely smothering Goodman here. Heaton, he's 39. Niche Fan, go and look back at all of the highlights of the preseason games. Heaton performed the most impressive saves. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Remember, folks, if you're new to the stream, be sure to hit that like button. Get your predictions in for DILLIAN WHYTE v Moses ITAUMA. Again, it's crazy. 7 votes, but 71% of you believe that DILLIAN WHYTE is going to cause the upset tonight. Did you see him at the preseason start straight? What do you mean by that, I? Okay, this is looking like another round to Nick Ball. Okay, we're going into round 6. I'd say Ball is 3 rounds up at the moment. I think this is going to be the beginning of the end for Goodman. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get knocked out in the next couple rounds. I mean, he can start the first 2-3 games till we find a proper keeper. Yeah, again, I'm on board with that. You don't need to convince me. You need to get Amarim on the blower and let him know what's up. Okay, Ball applying good pressure again. Taking a deep breath there. Is he going to get gassed? Okay, fair enough. Let's play Heaton. Guys, how can I reply to a message in the chat? No clue. If you click the... I don't know, maybe if you click the 3 dots next to the message, then maybe you can reply to it directly. Oh my god, Nick Ball is just throwing everything at Goodman. I don't know if this is like the highest quality of fights, but it is impressive to see the work rate of Nick Ball. He's thrown 166 power punches to Goodman's 91. He's almost thrown double the power punches of Goodman. That is a ridiculous output from Nick Ball. Okay, Goodman. Oh, good shot from Nick Ball. Good left hook. Left hook's the money shot. Eventually, Goodman's going to go down. I mean, when I click on a profile, it's either report or block. Maybe that's not a feature on YouTube chat. Maybe it might not be a feature on the YouTube chat. Goodman trying to throw something back, but he's getting dog walked by Nick Ball right now. Okay, another round goes to Ball, so he's 5-1 up. iPhone. By the way, guys, if you do want to get involved with the secret cult that I am creating, known as the Admin's Angels, have a think about becoming a member of the channel, and then you can join in with the secret group chats that we've got with the usuals that you'll see on stream, like Ethan, Diego, Nick, Calum, Kenzie. Be sure to check it out. Okay, Nick Ball. Hi, God. No stick party today, admin, huh? There's a stick party every day. Every day is a stick party. Okay, that's interesting. Andy Lee has it all level right now, but I've got Ball up by a few rounds, so I just want to see a knockdown or something. This fight is it's entertaining, but it's not really turning either of the men into a star, is it? But we do have Dillian White v Moses ITAUMA coming up, and that fight is sure to be fireworks. You're putting all your chips on Ball, it seems. I am. But the fact that one of Tyson Fury's trainers is saying it's level right now is not filling me with confidence. Surely Ball is winning this fight, but judges are going to see that as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Ball knocks him down in the next 2 rounds. It could come in this round. He's just consistently throwing power punches, man. He has definitely weaponized his cardio, very much like Dricus Duplessis in the UFC. Who's your favorite MMA fighter, Niche fan, I don't forget it works on phones, only on laptops and MacBooks. I don't have a reply feature either. So, gents or ladies, tell me a bit about yourself. I mean, you two are both relative newcomers to the Old Truthford YouTube channel. Where are you based? Are you based in the UK? Is it England? Is it Scotland? Is it Latvia? Who knows? You tell me, Niche fan and I. Again, though, I'm giving this round to Ball, but I'd be surprised if Andy Lee's given it to Goodman. But we are going into round 8 now. I'm Moroccan, actually. Okay. Okay. Africa in the house. Do you live in Morocco, I? You're only Moroccan fan, I think. Yeah, I mean, that may be true. That may be true. We've got Morocco in the house, though, representing. Okay, round 8 is underway now. Okay, Andy Lee's got ball 1 point ahead. Come on, ball. The only English champion left. Come on. Yeah, I grew up in Morocco, but studied in an American system school. Oh, nice, man. I can tell you that I love the concept of the anime avatar you have. Anime is one of my favorite genres. My favorite ever anime was Death Note. I mean, I can't say that I've watched a lot of animes, niche fan, but Death Note I have watched. That was one of the only animes I've ever watched. My older sister got me into that. If you've never seen Death Note, you have to watch it. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Death Note is really good. That's like the entry for all anime lovers, I think. It's the only one I've watched, but I don't know. I think I watched like Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid, but but yeah, it's Death Note is really good. Death Note is really good. Okay, Goodman. He's trying to establish his jab, but a lot of them are missing, and then he gets into range, and then Ball's literally just teeing off on him. Oh, come on, Ball's winning all of his exchanges. They better be giving these rounds to Ball. Oh, good body shot from Goodman there, though. Oh, good hook from Ball again. Like, if you compare Goodman's face to Ball's face, Goodman is pieced up. Surely the ref is going to see that as well as the judges. Like, you can't even see a scratch on Ball's face. By the way, did you pay? Did I pay for what, Mr. I? Or pirate? Hey, we do not support pirating in Old Truthford. We support completely legitimate ways of purchasing whatever you need to purchase. We ain't no pirates around here. Okay, I'm going to give that round to Ball as well. So it's going to seem like I'm kind of biased towards Ball, but I'm still going like 7-1. This is Hamza Shiraz, who is always on the broadcast for Saudi events. The organizer of all of these Saudi events, Turkey Al Sheikh, has really been pushing Hamza Shiraz as the next star. So I expect to see him around in the future as well. But yeah, we would never pirate a fight ever. Bull coming forward here now in round 9. Oh my god, Andy Lee's given that last round to Goodman somehow. I just don't see it. I do not see how Goodman is getting these rounds from Andy Lee. We are nice out here. Nubis, oh, you're doing boxing too? Nubis, man, we're going to be doing all the big boxing matches. All the big boxing matches. Good to see you, man. I was just speaking to a niche fan and Nubis because they're both relatively new to the channel from the Man United news streams that I've been doing. You are also new to the streams. Where are you from, Nubis? Where are you located on the globe? Watch Princess Mononoke. It's simply amazing. I don't know, man. I'm not... It's going to sound pretty ironic, but I'm not really too into anime. Like, at the moment, my life is pretty much... it's just been absorbed by United and fighting. Malaysia, it's freaking 4:40 AM here. Are you a big boxing fan, Nubis? Are you staying up for the Moses ITAUMA fight, or? But yeah, we got Malaysia in the house. Okay, Goodman is doing better this round. It looks like Bull's tiring. Yeah, Bull's missing with a lot of shots. Oh, but then he tees off on him again. You are internationally Mr. Admin. I will happily take that title. Instead of Mr. Worldwide, I'm just Mr. Admin. I'm selective. I normally watch Neo Inui fights. I've never stayed up to watch a Neo. I don't know how to say his first name, but Inui. I've never stayed up to watch an Inui fight. There was talks, weren't there, for him to fight? Who was it? I think it was Nick Bull, wasn't it? Potentially, or he was going to come up and he was going to fight a big name, because Inui doesn't really get the credit he deserves, because obviously in his weight division there aren't too many big names. Okay, for that round, I'm going to be generous and I'm going to give it to Goodman. Although I think Nick Bull landed some good shots, I think Goodman controlled the majority of that round. So it's going to 7-2. As far as I'm concerned, on the scorecards, Bull should have won this fight already. But we'll have to wait and see. He's fighting in Japan, 2 hours difference from my location. Smart man, Nubis. Watch Princess Mononoke. It's a modern masterpiece work of art. Tell me what it's about, niche fan, and I'll think about it. International, sorry, just realised. No worries, man. Don't worry, I knew what you meant. Okay, so according to Andy Lee's scorecard, Goodman is winning this fight by 1 round. I just can't see that, but we'll have to see when the judges raise one of the fighters' hands. I think Bull's landed so many more shots. Okay, so let's see. Total punches landed 170 from Bull, 154 from Goodman. Bull has landed 23 more power shots. Come on. Surely Bull has won this fight. I used to watch GGG until he lost to Canelo. I remember staying up for that fight, man. That was one of the first boxing fights that I properly stayed up for, like in my young adult life. GGG v Canelo. But then it sucks that but saying like, oh, you stopped watching GGG after he lost to Canelo. I mean, he won that first fight, then Canelo, because they made it a draw, didn't they? They made the first fight a draw, even though it was clear that GGG won. And then yeah, I mean, I think Canelo was the worthy winner in the second fight, but they really should have had a trilogy, them two. I can't spoil it for you. It's a fantasy visual masterpiece. Best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Wow. That's some high praise, niche fan. The fight was rigged as hell. The draw won. Yep, 100% agree, Nubis. I was pissed when it was a draw. Literally stayed up till like 4 a.m. to watch that, and I was just like, oh my god, why has this happened? Guys, who remembers prime Deontay Wilder? He had like 90% KO rate. He had 90% KO rate because he was fighting McDonald's workers. I mean, I think Deontay Wilder, how many good wins does he have? He's got like Luis Ortiz on his record. He has the draw with Fury that shouldn't have been a draw. I honestly think that's it. I think Luis Ortiz is the only one. He fought Stavern or something like that, but Stavern was never a good heavyweight. Like, it's kind of crazy, really. Yeah, so he fought absolute nobodies. Absolute nobodies. And then he lost to Tyson Fury twice. Well, 3 times if you count the draw as well. And then lost to Parker and Zhile Zhang. So, nah, Deontay Wilder was always overrated, if we're being honest. I mean, Deontay Wilder is said to want a comeback fight as well, so we could be seeing him in the future, but yeah, nah, I think he's really he was always inflated and overrated. Deontay Wilder was. Okay, I think, are we going into the 11th round now, or I think we're going into the 11th round. So 11th round, I'll give that last round Goodman. Okay. We're almost approaching that main event, guys. We are just a couple of rounds away. You must be very young. I used to watch Mike Tyson in his prime until he decided to become a cannibal and bite Holyfield. Yeah, I mean, I can't say I watched any Tyson fights. I mean, the only Tyson fight I really watched was against Jake Paul, sadly, and that was an absolute shiz show of an event. Still a decent legacy, Olympic champion, world champion, decent CV. Yeah, it's true. I don't know about decent CV. I think, yeah, realistically, he was born with a gift of just having really good power, and it got him as far as it could. And the fact that he was able to make as much money as he did was impressive. I mean, he entered boxing so that he could look after his and provide money for his daughter who had some sort of disability. So, I mean, he's an interesting guy, Deontay Wilder. Tyson is one of a kind, scary as hell. Don't know how someone brave enough to be in the ring with him. I mean, it's different when he's like 60 years old, isn't it? But yeah, young Tyson. I was hoping that Moses ITAUMA would get a chance to fight for a belt and break Tyson's youngest heavyweight world champion record, but unfortunately Alexander Usyk's around and he's not letting those belts go for anything. So yeah. Okay, it does look like Goodman is teeing off on Ball now in these later rounds. Looks like Ball is feeling the pace. Oh, good from Ball there. Good combination. Okay, good left hook. Uppercut. Nah, they're both feeling the pace of this. They're just staring at each other. Both of them are absolutely knackered, you can tell. You can tell both of them are knackered. But we're going into the final round. I'm going to give that round to Nick Ball. So I'm going to say it is now... I'm going to say it's now... Let's see here. Just excuse me, guys. I'm going to say it's 8-3 to Nick Ball. He is the only English champion left, English world champion that is, and hopefully he can actually keep it that way. No offense, but nowadays watching heavyweight is like watching two fat men in the ring, especially during Fury's era. Yeah, I don't think the quality has been the highest. Nubis, for someone who has watched Mike Tyson then in his prime, where would you rank Alexander Usyk in your overall heavyweights? Like, would you say that Usyk makes your top 10? Or I is saying, I mean, the guy was sniffing cocoa. Wait, is that a drop? Nah, slip. Okay. I mean, the guy was sniffing cocoa and sleeps next to tigers, bang ladies in his fight camps. I mean, yeah, Tyson was fighting off of a lot of... Oh, good shot from Goodman against Ball. But no, Tyson was fighting off of a lot of internal issues when it came to his fighting career. To have that much aggression, he really was something different. Good hook from Nick Ball again. Oh, Nick Ball unleashing. Okay, this is an interesting final minute of the final round between Nick Ball and Goodman. Come on. Oh. Just don't get dropped, Ball. Do not get dropped and then you've won this fight. Come on. Oh. Okay, Goodman's looking like he's got more energy. I don't know if the judges are going to take that into account. Ball is absolutely gassed. No drop, no drop, no drop. Come on. Okay, good final round, and that should be a Nick Ball win there, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm gonna give Goodman that last round, and I'm gonna say it was 8-4 to Nick Ball. Let's see what the judges think though. And then up next we have Dillian White v Moses ITAUMA, the fight that we are all here for. And yeah, we're going to see if there's a new generation of heavyweight knocking on the door, or if there's still some bite in the old dog yet. Oops, accidentally muted. Okay. What are we saying? Usyk is not in my top 10. He won't even be able to beat someone like Foreman, Holyfield, Tyson, Lewis, etc. in their prime. He's probably close to Klitschko's level. Ah, Nubis. I don't know about that, man. I'm saying Usyk beats at least Holyfield. Come on. Usyk beats Holyfield. Without a doubt, Usyk beats Holyfield. Come on, you got to give me that. We're just waiting for the decision here. I'm just going to put my headphones on to see if I can hear what the scorecards are. Okay. Come on, Bull. Come on, Bull. Okay, 117 to 111. 118 to 110. 115 to 113. Winner by unanimous decision. Nick Ball, yes. Okay, Nick Ball does get his hand raised, and he continues to be the only English world champion around right now. So congratulations to Nick Ball. I did think that it was pretty clear cut that Ball was winning the fight. I was surprised to see that Andy Lee thought that it was there was only a couple of rounds in it. Was really surprised to see that. I mean, the power punches that Nick Ball was throwing really did separate him from Goodman, because Nick Ball did outland him and he was throwing more power punches. So yeah, he was definitely doing more damage, had more ring control. So yeah, I think Nick Ball definite winner there. Nubis, Usyk is the greatest heavyweight to have ever lived. He and Ali are exactly the same size and weight at heavyweight, but Usyk came up from cruiser. How good is Lennox Lewis? I keep hearing his name being mentioned by a lot. Was he that good? A lot of people think Lennox Lewis was pretty much one of the greatest, if not the greatest heavyweight of all time. Obviously, Muhammad Ali, with his history and everything like that, for what he did outside of the ring, is considered. And obviously what he did inside the ring. But Lennox Lewis was seen as the antidote to the Mike Tysons, the Holyfields, and he was the only undisputed champion since. Usyk's been the only undisputed champion since since Lennox Lewis. So yeah, he is highly rated. Holyfield is more durable than... Oh, I don't know if he's more durable than Usyk, man. If they go all out, Usyk will hit the canvas. But that's the whole point of it. Usyk's not going to go all out with them, is he? He's gonna literally evade them. Like, Usyk is the modern fighter. All modern fighters, if it's MMA or if it's boxing or whatever it is, like, all of them, all of the best ones in the modern day use cardio as a weapon. And Usyk would, like, dance rings around the older heavyweights. Like, the cardio is just different. He's built different. Usyk beats Lennox. That's I think that's the one that people debate the most. If Usyk could actually beat Lennox. How is Holyfield more durable than Usyk? Usyk is undefeated. Different era. Watch who Holyfield opponents versus Usyk's. You say that, Nubis, but then also you got to remember, like, the sports science, everything is different. Like, I'd say that the heavyweights of today are better athletes, but maybe the heavyweights of before had, like, better technique, maybe, or something like that. But then this is where Usyk is timeless, because he's got the technique, he's got the durability, he's got the chin. Like, he's been hit a few times and never been dropped. Like, Usyk's got pretty much everything that you need to be a top class heavyweight. So yeah, it's a hard one to say. Remember, folks, if you are new to the stream, please subscribe to the Old Truthford YouTube channel. We will be covering all the major boxing events with live streams. So yeah, subscribe if you are new. Nubis, exactly what admin said. It's the same with football. The players are better today because they are more athletic and technical. Yep, it's true. It's true. I mean, that's why it's hard to compare, though, because it's like, you could make the argument that, like, oh, if you plucked, like, a player from the 80s, like, let's say, like, I don't know, like George Best or Pele, and then they grew up in today's era, could they compete with the players of today? And the answer is probably yes, but that's why it's a hard one. It's a real hard one, because they didn't have the they didn't have access to all the information that the new athletes have access. Like, the only reason the athletes of today are so good is because the former athletes did what they did, if that makes sense. But yeah, I do think, but if you compare, like, literally, let's pluck a fighter from the 80s and just time travel him to today so that he can fight a modern fighter, I think you'd be surprised at how many of those, like, older fighters would get absolutely destroyed. All sports get better. Look at Yannick Sinner. He's like a tennis robot powered by AI. Yep, good example. But yeah, we've got the big fight coming up now. Moses ITAUMA v DILLIAN WHYTE. Everyone get your predictions in the chat. Oh, Moses is just looking rapid on the pads with Ben Davidson. Music is different. Radiohead is the best band ever and always will be. Don't know about that. Do not know about that, niche fan. Niche fan indeed. Haven't heard anyone mention Radiohead in years. Okay, we're hearing the promo for Moses ITAUMA. Come on, Moses. Come on, Moses. Okay, DILLIAN WHYTE, obviously, he's got a very impressive record of... Let me pull this up. DILLIAN WHYTE has a very impressive record. I think it's around 30 wins. Yeah, so from the looks of it, Dillian White has a record of... Oh, why did they make it so hard to find this? Okay, he has a record of 31 wins, 3 losses. 21 of his wins have come by knockout, 10 by decision. He has not knocked anyone out. Not knocked anyone out. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Not knocked anyone out since 2021. So it's been 4 years since Dillian White has knocked someone out. Whereas Moses ITAUMA knocked someone out in May this year. So he has literally knocked out everyone he's fought other than Espindola and Dovbychenko, where he went the full 6 rounds with them two. He has not gone longer than 6 rounds in a fight as of yet. Dillian White obviously has gone the distance a number of times. I mean, it's pretty much a known fact that with Dillian White, he does improve as the fight goes on. So yeah, I think Moses ITAUMA should realistically look to get it done in the first 4 rounds. If it goes longer, then you could arguably say that's playing in Dillian White's favor. So, come on, Moses. I'm starting to feel the hype. I also like the fact that Moses ITAUMA comes out to Jammin' by Bob Marley because it's an absolute banger. Radiohead are timeless. I really rate basketball, but I'm not trying to be up until 2, 3 a.m. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I've never. For me, as far as I'm concerned, because like a lot of the admins angels that you'll see in the chat on the other live streams, guys, like they keep trying to convince me to do F1 streams. Like they all really, really want me to do streams for F1. But as far as I'm concerned, I like to react to sports where like anyone can enjoy what they're watching. So with football, the simpler the sport, the better. Like with football, ball hits back of the net, goal. I mean, and then whoever gets most goals wins. Boxing, whoever fights for best or doesn't get knocked out wins. Whereas like with sports like basketball, with sports like F1, like the reason why they're not as big as like boxing and football and stuff like that is because they've got lots of funny rules in them, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, who knows? Maybe one day I could get into them, but just not my thing at the moment. So I don't blame you. Don't blame you, for not wanting to stay up till 2, 3 a.m. Okay, this fight is going to be one where you do not want to blink, folks. The new era of heavyweights could be among us. Okay, I'm saying ITAUMA KOs him in round 5. I'm going to go with round 4. I'm going to say ITAUMA knocks him out in round 4. F1, race cars niche fan, race cars. Third point niche fan, which is why I no longer watch modern boxing. I prefer raw fights in the 80s and 90s. They are not afraid to put everything on the line. But there's a reason why those boxers as well from the 80s and 90s like can hardly get a sentence out these days, because they did put their bodies on the line. And I mean, I'm sure it was great viewing, but then if you watch fighting for the sweet science of it on hitting and not getting hit, then yeah, I think the modern fights are more for you. Out of topic, but Lissandro is starting to remind me of Eric Bailly always injured but performs when fit. That's a very good comparison, that is a very good comparison. I think, yeah, it's a shame for him, really, because, I mean, I do think Lisandro Martinez is a level above Bay even when he is fit, but I understand what you mean with his career trajectory. Like, because he's so important to our team, because whenever he plays, we're actually capable of, like, dominating possession. We're capable. He's really good at finding passes in between the lines, even from centre back. Like, just how Harry Maguire can, like, ping a long ball out to the wings. Like, Lisandro Martinez can find the balls in between the lines on the ground, and he really, like, cuts through the press of the opposition. So I'm hoping with Ruben Amorim's new, like, fitness plan that he's got all the players doing and stuff like that, that Lisandro Martinez will stay fit from now on. I'm hoping anyway. If he gets another major injury, I think I would not be surprised to see Manchester United look to move him on maybe next summer, because I just don't think we can handle injury-prone players anymore. It seems like whenever United get an injury-prone player, we never look to replace them, and they're just stuck here for life. So I'd say if Lisandro Martinez gets another long-term injury in this season that takes him out for like 4 months, 5 months, then we need to move him on. We need to sell him as soon as possible. Nubis, I completely understand. If they all had access to the same sports science, etc., I'd go with Lennox being the best ever. I know what F1 is, but I was questioning why people would do a watch-along on it. I don't know. I've never watched an F1 watch-along. I've never watched an F1 race or anything. F1 movie's pretty good. So yeah, if you haven't seen the F1 movie, check that out. Really good movie with Brad Pitt. But yeah, no, I've never watched an F1 race, and I don't know what I could provide in a watch along for that. But the one of the moderators, Nick the Dutch Destroyer, if you've seen him in the chat, is very adamant on me doing an F1 stream. Touring car is better. Sweet science boxing equals Mayweather running around for 12 rounds, no thanks. But this is where Usyk's different. Like, in the heavyweight division, doing having sweet science in the heavyweight division is a beauty to behold. And that's what we see with Moses ITAUMA. Like, he is just faster than everyone. He's got good technique. His skill set is just on a different level. And, like, he can counter moving backwards, that I'm just seeing replays of now. And, like, I'm really impressed. And I hope that this fight will be his coming out party instead of the thing to destroy him, because I really do hope he is the future of the heavyweight division. But yeah, but then that's why I say Usyk as well, Nubis, because I mean, like, when you say sweet science of boxing equals Mayweather running around for 12 rounds, Usyk does not run around from people. He puts it on them until they're absolutely gassed, and then he'll put them in really precarious positions. Like in the first AJ fight, I think he was close to knocking him out in the final round. He obviously dropped Daniel Dubois, pretty much destroyed him. Tyson Fury almost knocked him out. Like, and the fact that he's a cruiserweight and he's smaller than all of these guys, and he's almost knocking all of them out and dropping all of them. I mean, that says enough for me when it comes to Alexander Usyk. Have you ever tried sim racing with a proper rig setup? I have not. Yeah, I'm not too into like car games and stuff like that, to be honest. I remember the hype around Mayweather versus Pac, horrible fight. Yeah, I still do not believe that actually sold 4 million pay-per-views. I don't believe that. Okay, so we're looking at replays of Dillian White's career highlights. Looking at his win over Joseph Parker. Dillian White does have a mean left hook. Like, I mean, mean left hook. It's almost always the shot that drops his opponent, so hopefully Moses ITAUMA is aware of that. He's got a good trainer in Ben Davidson, who does watch a lot of tape and studies movements quite a lot. So yeah, I'm hoping Moses is prepared for that. Okay, looks like are they going to be announced soon? Who's this getting interviewed at the moment? Why is the camera? Antonio Tarver. There's not a lot of big names at this Moses ITAUMA then. I mean, maybe because it's in Saudi Arabia, there's not too many people coming out for it. I mean, I do think that this fight would have got a lot of hype had it been in the UK. I don't think it's got that much hype, as much hype as it deserved. Because obviously in Saudi Arabia, it's like, even though it's on around the same time, it just doesn't have the same atmosphere. Like, it doesn't have the same atmosphere as it would do if it was in the UK. I watch One Championship Muay Thai these days. Muay Thai is good. Muay Thai is good. Has anyone ever done any training for any combat sports, anything like that? Because I know a few people who do Muay Thai, and it's tough, man. Getting spinning elbows, just getting thrown at you. Okay, guys, if you haven't already, get your final predictions in the chat for the Moses ITAUMA v Dillian White fight. I will throw mine in the chat as well. I'm gonna go round 4 ITAUMA TKO. Okay, come on. We're just a few seconds away from the announcements now. Bruce Buffer gonna announce them. So both men, 6'4". Dillian White weighing 10 pounds more. Similar reach as well. They are pretty much neck and neck with everything, other than Dillian White weighing 10 extra pounds. Come on, Moses. Moses ITAUMA still undefeated. Can he keep it that way? Have you seen Muay Thai fighters train their legs? Just watching it is already painful. I've not. How do they actually do that? Do they have to just like smash it against a like a steel pole or something? Okay, come on. Bruce Buffer. So not Bruce Buffer, Michael Buffer. How old is Michael Buffer now? Bro, he's 80 years old. Michael Buffer is 80 years old. Honestly, I swear he's gonna pass away from like just screaming too loud one day. Okay, the national anthem of Saudi Arabia. What a banger. Yeah, they did. To number pain. Michael Buffer is the brother of Bruce Buffer, if I'm not mistaken. That is true, that is true. It's so funny, their story, because they I think they were separated at birth, or they didn't grow up together. And then I think they found out that they were brothers like down the line, and then yeah, they just both started doing ring announcing. So really weird story between them two. God Save the King being played now. Save the victorious, happy and glorious. Da, 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 da. God save the king. Do, 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 do. Okay, come on. Bring them out. Let's get this party started. Okay. ITAUMA coming out first. Is he going to come out to jamming? If he does, then he's guaranteed win. Guaranteed win. Does he come out to jamming? Welcome to the future, the board says. Are we going to see the future of the heavyweight division right now? The future isn't coming. It's here. It's going to come up, isn't it? It's here. It's already here. How did I know? How did I know that it was going to say that? Come on, ITAUMA. I didn't know you can actually trademark a sentence until Buffer did. Yeah, that's insane. That is insane what he did. What does that even mean, though? It's like, if he's just around, then, like, if he hears you saying it, then you just can't say it, or what? Is he going to come out to jamming, is the question. Is he going to come out to jamming? Come on, ITAUMA. Come out to jamming. Nope, he's changed his song. He's changed his song. That's not a good sign. I think ITAUMA may be getting a shock knockdown in this fight. I don't know what song he's coming out to. Does anyone know that song? Let's Get Ready to Rumble catchphrase is worth an estimated $400 million due to his trademark and licensing of the phrase. He earns between $25,000 and $100,000 each time he says it at events. He probably earns even more. I guarantee you, when it comes to like these big boxing events, he earns more than 100k. I think he's got to get paid more than that. 100%. Because he is literally boxing royalty at this point. But Dillian White v Moses ITAUMA coming up any second now. Dillian White will be coming out to his usual AC/DC, back in black, I would imagine. Okay, is Dillian White making him wait? Some mind games going on here? Aye, the thing with boxing, there is a lot of belts, and it's kind of confusing to me. World champions of this, world champion of that. I mean, why aren't they all the same? They aren't all the same because you obviously have like different governing bodies who control each belt, and basically the reason why they've split up the belts is so that they can make more money. These organizations and stuff like that. So it's kind of like it's very confusing. I mean, but then at the same time, it does make it harder to become an undisputed champion. So in boxing, when you do become an undisputed champion, you've had to win 4 different belts. So 4 different world championship belts, and then once you've won all 4 of them, you are undisputed champion, and that's what makes Alexander Usyk, what he's done more impressive, because he's collected all of the belts. Not only in cruiserweight, he moved up to heavyweight, won all 4 of them there as well. Lost one of them because he had to vacate it, and then he fought Daniel Dubois to win that belt back. So Usyk is undisputed cruiserweight champion once, undisputed heavyweight champion twice, and yeah, usually they're just all dispersed between like different people. The thing with wait, I read that one just then. Reinders looks like a steal for City. Oh, don't bring up City now, Nubis. Don't bring up City. Have they been charged for the 115 offences yet, or is that just not a thing anymore? But ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the stream, be sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a like on the video. Nayu Inui, also undisputed champion in 2 divisions. Yep, it is easier to do in the smaller weight classes though, because like the weight differences are like what, like £3 or something. Okay, Dillian White's coming out, the body snatcher. Also known as the baby snatcher, as announced by one of the ring announcers in the weigh-ins. He's coming out to Jaws. He's coming out to Jaws, and then he's going to come out to AC/DC. And he'll do his little wolf howl. Okay, Dillian White. Interesting there. I mean, usually when that wolf howl happens, Dillian White is there to do the wolf howl, but he didn't do it that time. Dillian White looking very somber walking to the ring. I think he's a bit scared, not gonna lie. He looks very scared, Dillian White. Guys, I've been saying it for a while now. Romeo Lavia, guys, I'm telling him he can carry the ball physically, good, great deep passing ability, Premier League experience. Let's see Romeo Lavia. He's at Chelsea at the moment, though, mate. Like, how are we gonna get him from Chelsea? Okay, Dillian White. 32% of people believe Dillian White will win this fight. They don't want to keep him, I think. Even if they don't want to keep him, they're still going to charge us like bloody 80 mil for him, aren't they? And then only give us like 30 quid for Sancho. I mean, not Sancho, Garnacho. Dillian looks like a deer in the headlights right now. I don't know if that's an act or what, but he looks really scared. Plus at best he'll cost 35-40 mil. I don't know, man. I think Chelsea will overcharge. Okay, here we are, folks. Still no news on United's next move. Either move on from Baleba or just put a bid. So Nubis, we are officially out of the Baleba race. So we're not going to get Carlos Baleba this summer. Potentially next summer. But Hjulmand is probably odds on to come to United, I'd say. Hjulmand is one to keep your eyes on. The Sporting Lisbon captain. The guy's so good that Liverpool and Chelsea were a bidding war against each other. I don't know, I don't know, man. But the time has come, ladies and gents. They're both in the ring. We're just waiting for Michael Buffer's let's get ready to rumble. Does Hjulmand have a release clause? If not, Sporting won't sell him for less than 60 mil. Let's have a look at his situation. So Hjulmand's contract expires 2028. What's his current market value? His current market value is 50 million euros. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. But those are the whispers I've been seeing from journalists. More expensive Rangers. Ah. Okay. 34 fights, 31 victories from DILLIAN WHYTE. This is a big, big, big jump up from Moses ITAUMA. The baby snatcher, DILLIAN WHYTE. Can he get the job done tonight? "12 fights, 12 victories from Moses ITAUMA. Come on, Moses. Come on, Moses. Do the business, Moses. Come on. Okay. We're almost there, folks. We're beginning now. We've touched gloves. And here we are. Moses ITAUMA v Dillian White. Let's go. Okay, Dillian White hasn't fought in the Southpaw before. So ITAUMA staying away from Dillian White. Oh, good jab. Good straight left to the body from ITAUMA. Okay. Moses throwing out some feints. Good body shot from Moses. Okay, good body shot from Dillian White. Okay, I'm not going to be looking at the chat because I'm just purely looking at the fight, lads. Okay, Dillian White, good head movement. Oh. Moses continuing with the, oh, good jab. Good body shot again. Okay, Moses. Very even so far. I don't think there's been a clear difference in speed or anything like that. Oh, good body shot from Moses. Oh, good hook from Moses as well. Oh, oh my god, he might stop him in the first round. Dillian White's hurt. Dillian White is hurt. He's shaking. He's on shaky legs. Oh, Dillian White is down. He's knocked Dillian White down in the first round. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's the first round. They've called it off. They've called it off. TKO in the first round. TKO in the first round. Moses has knocked him out in the first round. Oh my god. I think the fight probably should have kept going. You could say that it was an early stoppage, but at the same time, Dillian White was shaking on his legs and the ropes kept him up. So, wow. Moses absolutely destroyed him. Niche fan, sorry, but that's a joke. Match fixing? Nah, that's not match fixing. Nah, I'm sorry. Dillian White didn't do enough there. He should have stayed down. He should have stayed down for a few more seconds and then stood up. Nah, Dillian White got absolutely smoked there. So there was like a shot on the temple. Dillian didn't throw a punch for like 20 seconds. Oh my god. So Dillian falls down. His legs completely give way underneath him. And then he tries to stand up. He's using the ropes to help him up, by the way, and he still can't stand up properly. I mean, I said fourth round TKO, but looks like it was first round. Oh my god. Yeah, now Dillian White's officially done. What a finish from Moses ITAUMA. Moses ITAUMA is as good as the hype is saying that he is. You could argue that, like, punch behind the back of the head, like, it was in, like, a bit of an awkward position. But Dillian kept dropping his head, so it's not like ITAUMA targeted the back of his head or anything. Bookie's somewhere probably smiling. He can't be that weak. I can't believe that one round. I thought he'd at least go 5. Yeah, he fought scared. I'm not going to lie. On the way to the ring, Dillian White did not look confident. And yeah, I think I'm not surprised by that result, if I'm being honest. What a finish from Moses ITAUMA. Who does Moses ITAUMA fight next, guys? Who does Moses ITAUMA fight next? So Moses Itoma should definitely be in the top 10 heavyweights right now, at least. Be interesting to see what they say after the fight. Has to be Usyk. There's no one else. People are saying that Itoma probably needs one more fight, and then he goes for Usyk. Bro, like people are making the argument that Moses Itoma shouldn't fight Usyk because he hasn't been 12 rounds before, but if he just keeps knocking everyone out, how is he ever going to get to 12 rounds? Like, he literally can't get to 12 rounds. He keeps knocking everyone out. If he's really that good, he should go after Usyk. If he dodges him, it's just hype. He wouldn't dodge him. I think it's more Usyk deciding who he wants to fight, because Usyk's got all the belts, so he can decide if he wants to fight Moses or not. And Usyk only said that he's going to be around for like maybe one or two more fights, so I don't know if it's going to line up or not. I really want to see them two fight each other, though. Wow. Be interesting to see what he says in the post fight interview. Wow. He would take that fight. I'll bet it happens. His Excellency will throw millions at it. His Excellency does want that fight. His Excellency, can't even speak. His Excellency has publicly come out saying that he wants to see Usyk v Moses. I think it's going to happen. I think it might actually happen. And I think it would be a good passing of the torch if Moses did beat Usyk to become heavyweight champion. Wow. Okay, let's see what he says in the post-fight press conference. So Thomas help saying thank you to the English and Saudi crowd. He's thanking His Excellency. He's thanking DILLIAN WHYTE, but DILLIAN WHYTE is not doing a post-fight interview. He's literally just left. Okay, so Itoma was saying that the nerves were kicking in the first minute, but then he got over it and then executed the game plan that Ben Davidson gave him. Moses Itoma saying, "What's next?" Moses Itoma is saying that he'll fight anyone who's Itoma saying that he will fight Joseph Parker or Caballero. Okay, Frank Warren saying that the only losses on Dillian White's record are to world champions. So this is a big win for Moses ITAUMA. It goes both ways. He would take that fight, but it will happen. I just hate fighters dodging each other until one fighter is weaker. Nubis, you questioned if it was match fixing. Do you think it was? Not directly. White probably know he's going to lose, but someone probably told him to drop early to maximize their profits. I don't know. I don't think that happened. I think White was pretty pissed at the fact that the fight was called off. You could arguably say that maybe someone could have had a word with the ref that, like, oh, if White goes down and he's on shaky legs, just call the fight off straight away. Maybe. But no, Dillian White was definitely hurt from those shots. Like, definitely hurt. If Usyk beats ITAUMA, then he's absolutely the best that's ever lived. I don't know about that. ITAUMA's still only like 20 years old. Like, Usyk's almost 40. He's almost double his age. It's crazy. The crowd is saying Usyk for his next opponent. Tyson was world champion at 90. Yeah, but again, it's Tyson didn't have to fight Alexander Usyk to become world champion. Who did Tyson even fight to become world champion? Does anyone know his name? I don't. Okay, he's been asked, will he be a world champion in 2026? He says if he gets the opportunity, he will be a world champion in 2026. Well, if he's shaken, that merch, the ref is definitely going to stop the fight to protect him. Yeah, like, I mean, Dillian White literally could not stand up, so I don't know what he was arguing with the ref for. I think Dillian White knows that's like pretty much the end of his career as well, like losing to Moses ITAUMA that clearly. So yeah, he's definitely not going to be happy with that. Trevor Burbick has to be Usyk. It's now or never, just like us and Belabor. Belabor will come to us next summer, mark my words, niche fan. Usyk probably over 40 before the fight happens. Usyk would literally be double his age. Which, again, it's a hard one because it's like, you could say, oh, he's got 20 years more experience or whatever. Or you could say, it's not fair on Usyk because he's getting older now. I don't... Unless His Excellency like full-on pushes for Usyk to face ITAUMA, I can't see that. I can't see that fight happening. Let me just see on Twitter if His Excellency has posted anything or what the reaction's been on Twitter. Okay, so ITAUMA. I don't think His Excellency has said anything on Twitter so far. Turkey Al Sheikh. Let's see, has he? So he's reposted that Moses ITAUMA has knocked out Dillian White in round 1. He's yet to tweet on what he wants to do, His Excellency, but we'll have to wait and see. Next summer, Belabor won't come to us. Other big clubs will be interested, more importantly, stable clubs. Well, if reports are to go off of, I mean, David Ornstein literally said Baleba will be pushing internally for Manchester United. He does want to join Manchester United. Maybe not this summer, but he does want to join United in the future. So, yeah, I think Baleba's bound to come to United, if I'm being honest, unless maybe we change our targets. But I think if Baleba has a good summer, or not a good summer, a good transfer. Not a good transfer. If I can't even bloody speak, need to clock off soon. It's almost 11. But yeah, no. If Baleba has a good season, then yeah, I 100% believe he will join Manchester United next summer. It doesn't matter if bigger clubs come in for him. I think he's set with the fact that he wants to come to United. And David Ornstein's reported that, guys. Like, it's not me just randomly plucking it out of the air. David Ornstein has literally reported he wants to move to Manchester United. Like, he's convinced that he can join and make an impact at the club. And obviously, we know Onana, Mbomo, Yoro. They've all been talking him up. So to join United. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But so if Barcelona comes knocking, he'll choose us. Come on. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about that, but I do know that if any other Premier League club comes knocking for Baleba, he will join Manchester United. But folks, we're going to call it a evening there. Thank you all for tuning into the stream. It's nice to have something else to talk about other than United sometimes. But yeah, hope you all have a delightful evening or morning, wherever you are. And I hope you all look forward to our first Premier League game of the season tomorrow. We will be going live for the match watch along, and I'll see if I can get a video out covering my predictions for the match. But for now, Godspeed.